What's up guys, today we are checking out the Siindoo wireless headphones. I am going to pronounce their model name, which is quite long. It is JH-ANC930Plus. It's a mouthful of a model name, so I'm not going to pronounce it again. You will also see it on the screen. It is a budget pair that caught my attention mainly because of one unusual feature, a built-in LCD touchscreen. These headphones are priced at around $60 on AliExpress, though you may find them cheaper during the sale periods or depending on where you're located. Let's see how well these perform in real world use, not just on paper but in terms of build, sound, comfort, and that interesting LCD screen that caught my eye. Inside the box, Siindoo includes a hard carrying case, which is a nice touch at this price point. Inside this case you shall find the headphones, a Type-C to Type-C/Type-A charging cable, a dual-ended design that is actually quite handy, a 3.5mm aux cable, and a user manual, all tucked into their places, which is nice. Packaging is, I would say, decent, not premium but well organized. The hard case itself feels solid enough for travel, though the zipper isn't top notch, I would say. Still, for $60 it is fair. Design and build quality wise, the build quality is surprisingly good. There is a mix of steel, plastic, and soft leather, and nothing feels overly cheap. The ear cushions are soft and comfortable in over-the-ear style, so they don't press directly on your ears. They do have a slightly boxy look because of the LCD module, and Siindoo tried to mirror that square shape on the other side for symmetry, but personally I prefer the cleaner circular look found on other models. Still, they feel well built with no creaks or loose joints. Weight-wise, they are a bit heavier than average headphones in that price range due to the screen, but not uncomfortably so. The headband has a rounded arc that might press a bit more on some head shape, though the comfort overall is good for long sessions. Sound quality wise, sound performance is solid for the $60 range. The tuning leans bass heavy, delivering a deep and punchy low end. You can even feel the vibration at high volumes.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind.
Mids and highs are clear but not as warm or natural as some other headphones. For example, the Sonoflow headphones by One More, which focuses more on the balanced tonality of the sound. The Siindoo ones instead focus more on the bass of the sound. So for casual listeners and bass enthusiasts, the sound is very enjoyable. For audiophiles, the warmth and detail are a bit lacking, but nothing unexpected for this price range. Mic quality is also good enough for voice calls and online meetings.
What's up, guys? So this is the mic test of Siindoo headphones that I am wearing right now, and the sound quality of the mic, I would say, is decent. It filters out quite a lot of noise. Right now, there is an air conditioner running, so there is a noise, but it is filtering it out. And the sound overall generally sounds closer to what I sound. So I would say it is decent and good enough for video calls and answering your phone calls. And you will not see any problem, and it will filter out as much noise as it can without you changing any set.
Now let's talk about the highlight feature, the reason I bought these headphones to review them on my channel, and that's the LCD screen. It's magnetically attached and surprisingly responsive. Navigation feels intuitive. Swipe left and right to access menus with an app like Grid for features such as timer, music controls, date and time, and camera shutter. Brightness is good enough but not visible in direct sunlight despite the marketing claims by Siindoo. Indoors it is fine even under studio lighting. Since the LCD has its own battery and does not take power from the headphones, you get separate battery indicators for both the LCD screen and the headphones. That's good and bad. The good part, the screen does not drain the headphone battery. The bad part, you have to charge the LCD screen separately with its own Type-C port, and it does not power on or off with the headphones. You have to do that manually in case you permanently turned it off using the button given on it. So that's the bad part. Functionally though, it is quite useful. You can play or pause music, control volume, switch EQ presets like normal, jazz, rock, see connection status of Bluetooth, and even load MP3 files directly to the screen's built-in 1 GB storage. So it also acts as MP3 when you don't have any kind of connection. That means you can listen to music or white noise without your phone, which is genuinely handy for travel or sleeping. Let's test out the MP3 part of the headphones, in which the audio will play from the memory of this tiny LCD screen instead of the phone. So let's disconnect it from the phone first. Let's turn off the Bluetooth from the iPhone. Now we are in disconnected mode. I'm going to put the phone aside and let's go here, find the music, and you see these four squares. Let's press that and you see phone music and SD music. Let's go to the SD music. It will load the list of songs that are available. So right now it is playing the forest grass, which is a white noise. Let's find, see, so right now it is playing the white noise. You can see others here. If I bring it the list, I think I should be able to bring the list from this button. Alright, and we have forest grass, then we have lost sky. Let's play the lost sky. This song is playing right from the MP3, like this tiny LCD of the headphone. So you can play the music that you have already downloaded on the headphones as an MP3. I pause it and go back the list, click music. I see again different all these four tracks that I have loaded. I think it only supports MP3, so that's how you use the MP3 mode. So let's go and see, it has switched the song. So this is how you utilize the MP3 mode of the headphone disconnected from the phone, or even if when it is connected, you just select the option from right here, phone music. Right now it is SD music. You go to phone music and you will be back to the Bluetooth connection. Overall, I would say that the LCD is not a gimmick. It is genuinely well implemented, though charging it separately is inconvenient. I would have really loved if it charged along with the headphones. Now let's talk about the connectivity. The headphones use Bluetooth 5.3 and pairing is fast and stable on both Android and iOS. It remembers up to 2 devices, though only connects to one at a time and reconnects instantly when powered back on to the first available Bluetooth device found. So for example, right now it is paired with the iOS, and if I turn off the iOS Bluetooth, now it is disconnected. And then if I come to Samsung device here and come to its Bluetooth, I should be able to pair it and see, it is connected. It shows you. So it can, and I tested the audio with both of these devices. It works flawlessly. You can connect with either of them at a time, and it remembers 2 devices, like pairing of 2 devices. And so you don't have to pair them from the scratch each time. The claimed 33 feet range holds up well indoors, and I didn't experience any random disconnection. The active noise cancellation is genuinely effective. It easily reduces background hums like AC or engine noise by a noticeable margin.
ANC mode.
The headphone also has physical buttons. If you don't have the LCD or the LCD is out of power, you can fully control the headphones just like any other normal headphones. The physical buttons are tactile, firm, and not easy to press accidentally. However, once you start using the LCD controls, you should rarely touch the buttons. At least I did that. I always relied upon the touchscreen. The touchscreen offers far more functionality and feels more natural to use. Everything from playback to calls and EQ can be handled without ever touching your phone paired. Battery life and charging wise, Siindoo claims up to 70 hours of battery life on a single charge without ANC on, and up to 45 hours with ANC on. And while I did not run them to zero, the battery drain during testing was minimal, around just 2% for a long session. These headphones also support fast charging, so a short 10-minute charge adds up a couple of hours of playback. The screen battery lasts about 2 to 3 hours of continuous use in my testing, and since it runs separately, it won't interrupt your listening session even if the LCD screen dies. Overall, the Siindoo JH-ANC930Plus headphones deliver a surprisingly capable package for just $60. They go head to head with other models in this price range in terms of sound and build, and while they emphasize bass more than the clarity, they are enjoyable to listen to. The LCD screen is not just a gimmick, it is genuinely practical. It gives you full control without your phone, onboard music storage, and a unique tech feel. The only downside is having to charge it separately and the boxy design that comes with it, which I think looks dated. I think these headphones are ideal for travelers, tech lovers, or anyone who likes feature-rich headphone on budget. So if you love a bit of tech flair and versatility, the Siindoo headphones is definitely worth considering. Anyway, let me know about your feedback as well in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe the channel. Take care. Bye.